software community to extend the software and make it even better, so that the next time the software comes out, we do not have to apply that change again. This is how free software works. Now, a lot of you may not know that 80% of all the software written is not written by Microsoft, or IBM, or Hewlett-Packard, or Adobe. It's written by systems administrators. It's written by people who write specially tailored packages for people. And these people pay good money as software engineers or systems administrators. And these people give back their changes to the free software community because they can pull the software down to help them do their jobs better. A lot of times these people are writing software for embedded systems, a new toaster or refrigerator. Or maybe they're adding differentiating software to some package. I've never been able to understand how companies can compete if they're all using exactly the same software. Where is the differentiation in the software allows one company to be better than another? There is a reinsurance company in Bermuda. Reinsurance is when you have a particularly dangerous type of thing, or particularly big insurance risk. No one insurance company wants to bear the whole risk themselves. So they get a reinsurance company to help them. And it takes a long time to figure out how much this reinsurance will cost. So what we do is we run a model. The model's the problem. And it takes about a week on a PC to run this problem. Well, you can shorten it by running it on a Linux supercomputer, down to 20 minutes. Which means you can get a better and lower price every 20 minutes, instead of having to wait a week for the answer. This reinsurance company used their software to differentiate themselves from the competition. And because they did this, they were able to generate 6 times the revenue of their other companies. And they paid for their supercomputer in less than 2 weeks. Software can be a differentiator, but not if you're using the same software as everybody else. And this talk is about making money with free software. And people say, I don't understand, how can I make money with free software? The ironic part is, if you make money with free software, in most of the ways you make money with proprietary software. You can be a programmer for one of these companies that does embedded systems, or you can be a programmer for a company that is a telephony company, and you're helping them to tailor their software better to their needs, and you're paid by that company to do that. You can be a systems administrator for some company, and you have to tie together packages and make them work better, and you're paid to do that. But you use free software off the net to help you do your job, and as you make it better and fix problems with it, you give those fixes and extensions back. But you're paid to be a systems administrator. You can be a product manager for a series of products that utilize free software to create a solution for the customer. You can be an educator. You can teach people how to use the software, either doing this at a university or in some type of commercial teaching capacity. You can be a consultant. That's what I do. That's how I make my money. I walk into a company, I see what they're doing, I say, you know, you can make this a lot easier if you just use these pieces of free software and then hire an integrator to pull them together for a solution. And believe me, I make a very good living doing that. A very good living. And you can be an integrator to pull these pieces of software together to create a solution for the customer. But here's the difference. Instead of having to take a portion of your salary, a portion of your fee, and give it to a company in Redmond, Washington, or in San Diego, or in Silicon Valley, you get to keep all that money for you. Here in Colombia, it's a local job. Because it's very difficult to walk into the business if you're in Japan or China or India. It's difficult to do that. So you look into the customer and you see what the customer needs. You do the work and you get the money. And you don't have to send anything to the United States. The money stays here in Colombia. And it's a good job. It's a high-tech job. It's a challenging job. It's not just installing packaged software. An elementary school student can do that. This is something that takes skill. It takes training. It takes practice. That's what free software can do. And the money that stays inside of Colombia means that it's spent on buying Colombian food, Colombian housing, and pays Colombian taxes. And that generates even more jobs for programmers like you. Every time a dollar leaves or a peso leaves Colombia, you might as well wave goodbye forever. There's only so much coffee that Bill Gates can drink. Next slide, please. A lot of people say free software is done by long-bearded, I don't wear sandals, sandal-wearing hippies. But that's not true. We have certification. In fact, we have a very interesting certification program for systems administrators. It's very inexpensive. It's not tied to training. You can get your training any way you want to, whether it's by reading a book, by practicing. You can simply go to the LTI website and you can find out what their objectives are for any of the tests. You can study that material on your own. You can go and take the test and become certified as a systems administrator. It's a non-profit organization and has an advisory board of real systems administrators to figure out what the test should look like and what things they should be testing on. Your universities and your schools should be offering this type of certification to the students as they graduate. So the students can go out and leave the school and say, I am certified as a Linux systems administrator, if they would be. There are other certification programs also, Linux Plus, specific certifications to specific distributions, such as Red Hat and Jhon. All these are okay, but they're specifically for particular distributions versus LPI, which is more general. Now, here's an interesting application of free software.